Hello, welcome to JV Trading News. Today's date is Thursday, October 2025. How is your Friday? TGIF, thank God it's Friday, and the weekend has begun. And I believe that a lot of people are already traveling back to their parents' homes. For those who traveled, having interstate work, maybe you have to travel to Lagos or Ibadan, anywhere you want to travel, and you're staying in Niger State. These are the issues about having to work outside your country, but outside your state. But anything you are going through, sure you consider your safety and try your best, very best to avoid traveling unnecessarily, especially in the night. Let's quickly go to this paper's review. Boko Haram once chose Buhari as a negotiator, says Jonathan. I know this is quite interesting because during the presentation of the book discussed, he mentioned, Jonathan made a mention about that. This issue of Boko Haram started in 2009, that is 2009. And then he said that it was during the time when it was to take over, it was still VP, Vice President, and then when he became the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the issue continued to rise. And again, during the process, one of the committees that is trying to dialogue with the Boko Haram, the members, or the leaders, and they said that they nominated Buhari, and Buhari, who was supposed to be the general, and that is so powerful and go with experience. They mentioned his name that they want Buhari to negotiate on their behalf. At the end of the day, he said that he expected that when he became president, he should be able to have it easier for him to settle the issues of Boko Haram. But the issue is that their works may not be done yet. But it has been their work. They have gazetted, and then they have seen a lot of money. They have seen a lot of benefit, and again, their usefulness to the APC government, because that's what a lot of Nigerians are saying. Majority of Nigerians believe that APC used Boko Haram to get into the PDP's camp or try to destabilize the economy of this country in order for them to come on board. But Tinubu also used this Boko Haram issue and challenged Jonathan that the buck is, or the job is on the desk of president. Jonathan, and Jonathan left and faithfully and without arguing much, and he congratulated Buhari in 2015 when he won, and they won. That when APC won. So now we can see that till now, 2025, we are still battling with the surgeons of Boko Haram and the kidnappers. And again, remember that in 2009, about maybe the second time or during the time, Buhari, who was preferred as the negotiator, was still giving them money, taking them traveling abroad because of, you call it rehabilitation of the repentant Boko Haram. And then if you remember, he's also the one. The person that they preferred to negotiate on their behalf is the one also use the taxpayers' money to sponsor them abroad, give them clothes, feed them, give them whatever it is they need, because he also recruited them into army and thereby jeopardize and also cause kind of breach in the security system of the nation. But you know what? We're in Nigeria. Anything goes. Next one is surgeons remove 29 spoons, 19 toothbrushes, pens from patient's stomach. See him here, see them. Brush, bro, can you count them? There are so many. This is about, that's about 58. I know so much. The reason why he did that, because in 2021, he was taken to the addiction program where they attempt to, they want to avoid addiction to drugs. He's into drugs. So this addiction led to something else. And now he is now going to be, he now said they will starve him, meaning that he was hungry, so they were starving him and he has to be swallowing it. So the addiction made him into the seed, metals, objects, and also plastic objects like toothbrush. And he was swallowing them one by one. I don't know how It was so at the end of the day, it's more of like mental disorder, which happened in some cases where other people were swallowing metals, object, spanner, talking about anything mental. But this is the issue we're having now. This is what is happening in India, and they're already making sure they did the surgery, and when the scan show that yes, there are metals there, so plenty like this. Looking at it, it don't look like dustbin. Like they see something that move from dustbin. This is something, and these are the things coming out from the human being. So sad. Next one. Just in many failed dead in August tanker fire. It happened, and then midnight last night, they made it clear that yes, this thing led to because of overspeeding, and that's what happened, and then it fell and it caused fire. And again, there was spillage, while driving, and that led to the trigger to fire inflammation because it's highly flammable, as we know. So before you know it, it led to a lot of people, loss of life were lost, and cars were burned, also the poles, and a lot of issues happened. So it was sad for people there. Now, the next one is India and China to resume direct flights after 5 years. Now, looking at these 5 years, since 2020, during the lockdown, because of lockdown, they said these are the most populous country, both of them are the most populous countries in the world. And you can see them, they say no more going, no more coming in between, no more flights, direct flight. So that means they will need to pass through the frame route to go to China. If you are from China, you can't go to India. If you are the Indian, you cannot go to China. So by October 26th, there will be direct flights to them. So and to each other. They'll be going now, and then before you know it, they'll move to Delhi from China to Delhi. So that will be extended after a run. So after they do some kind of backgrounds because of bilateral differences or deals they have. And again, about trying to cut or curb this COVID-19. Next one is NAFDAC destroys 15 billion naira fake expired drugs in Oyo State. So Oyo State, you people are saying far now, according to them, that yes, all the drugs, fake drugs, that they have burnt and they have been destroyed. Now, the next one is NAFDAC shuts 2 Chinese supermarket shops in Abuja. According to the Chinese, they said that the Chinese claim that they are not yet open, but unfortunately, there were investigations showed that they are opening, and then before you know it, there are about 8 cosmetics shops too, where they are selling some creams and other kind of skincare, things that you know what I'm talking about. Facial, all these facials, pedicure, all those kind of things. But you know what? They shut them. Now, the next one, that will be the last one, is Nigerians better off today than an independence when that is 1960. So that means Nigeria in 2025, we are enjoying more than this. That people from villages will move to urban and then they become poor. That's the reason that those are the issues that you mentioned about. But you know what? That is what we are going through. What do you think about the situation in the country? Do you think that Nigeria is getting better? Do you think that Nigeria is better off than the way we are at now? In 1960, it was some of us who were not born, and those that were, even most of them that were born, we would tell more about the situation we have on ground. You still remember this situation during the time of when democracy began till this point. How do you see the drastic changes in the prices of fuel, the foodstuff, in-house rent, the cost of cement, the cost of a bag of rice, and so on? Look at the history and tell yourself if truly Nigeria is getting better. If I can go today, see you by God's next time.